Good afternoon to all y'all. Glad to see you. Hope you're doing well. And that you can get some use, edification, encouragement, such forth from this video. Please bear with me as I tag some people and just wait for viewers. Well, that today's reading will be Ecclesiastes 5. Ecclesiastes 5. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of God, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before God. For God is in heaven, and thou upon earth, therefore let thy words be few. For a dream cometh through the multitude of business, and a fool's voice is known by a multitude of words. When thou vowest a vow unto God, defer not to pay it. He hath no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. Better is it that thou shouldest not vow, than that thou shouldest vow and not pay. Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin, neither say thou before the angel that it was an error. Wherefore should God be angry at thy voice, and destroy the words of thine hands? For in the multitude of dreams is many words, there are also diverse vanities, but fear thou God. If thou seest the oppression of the poor, and violent perverting of judgment and justice in a province, marvel not at the matter. Excuse me. For he that is higher than the highest regardeth, and there be higher than they. Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all, the king himself is served by the field. He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor he that loveth abundance with increase. This also is vanity. When goods increase, they are increased that eat them. And what good is there to the owners thereof, saving the beholding of them which with their eyes? The sleep of a labouring man is sweet, whether he eat little or much, but the abundance of the rich will not suffer him to sleep. There is a sore evil which I have seen under the sun, namely, riches kept for the owners thereof to their hurt. But those riches perish by evil travail, and he begetteth a son, and there is nothing in his hand. As he came forth of his mother's womb, naked shall he return, to go as he came, and shall take nothing of his labour which he may carry away in his hand. And this also is a sore evil, that in all points as he came, so shall he go. And what profit hath he that hath laboured for the wind? All the days also he eateth in darkness, and he hath much sorrow and wrath with his sickness. Behold, that which I have seen, it is good and comely for one to eat, and to drink, and to enjoy the good of all his labour, that he taketh under the sun all the days of his life, which God hath given him, for it is his portion. Every man also, to whom God hath given riches and wealth, and hath given him power to eat thereof, and to take his portion, and to rejoice in his labor, this is the gift of God. For he shall not much remember the days of his life, because God answered him in the joy of his heart. End of Ecclesiastes 5. There's really quite a lot of good points in this chapter. Be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. When we go to worship, we must really consider and think, are we sinning, doing evil? Is what we're doing wrong? Or are we doing it properly? Because if you aren't meaning what you're singing when you're worshiping, it's not really worship, now is it? If you aren't putting your heart and your mind into worshiping. For we know that the Lord is spirit, and we must worship him in spirit and in truth, meaning truly worship the Lord in spirit. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thine heart be hasty to utter anything before God. For God is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Let thy words be few. He says, watch your mouth, because your mouth really can trip you up and put you in situations you don't want to be in. We must learn to guard and keep our mouth. And then he gives the, ranking, you could say. God's at the top of the line, you're at the bottom. Watch what you say. He says, when thou vowest a vow to God, defer not to pay it, for he hath no pleasure in fools. Pay that which thou hast vowed. Don't putz around, as we say. Don't, I'll get around to it. If you vowed something to the Lord, he says, pay it. Do it. He doesn't like fools. He takes no delight in idiots. Better is it that thou shouldest not vow, than that thou shouldest vow and not pay. Another thing is, we sometimes just actually cannot physically do what we vowed. Sometimes it happens. And he's like, better is it that you shouldn't have opened your mouth than that you opened your mouth and said something that said that you do something and you literally cannot do it. Suffer not thy mouth to cause thy flesh to sin. Again, watch what you're saying. Your mouth is a very powerful weapon. Be careful. There's just quite a bit in this chapter. But that should be enough to get your wheels turning in your head. Get you some thinkings, maybe. That's your nugget of wisdom. That's been your nuggets of wisdom. Aye, there be golden them there pages. Love you all. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for taking time out of your day and watching, and I hope that I may have brought something interesting to you that you can use to edify, lift, build yourself, and that you may get some help from the video. Thank you all for tuning in. I love you all. God bless. Bye-bye.